Well, I'd had the operation and I was in the ward and I woke up with this terrible headache. And next to me there was a young girl and she was handicapped. And the nurse was there seeing to her and the curtains were drawn. And I said, "Nurse, when you've finished," I said, "do you think you could give me a couple of Panadol for my headache?" She said, "Yes, of course." And she was quite a while in with her. And then it was getting worse and I was starting to get so hot. And I said, "Could you get me that?" I said, "I don't feel well, I feel really sick." And I said, "Oh, I think I'm going to be sick now." And then she drew the curtain and she came and felt my pulse and she pressed the buzzer 3 times and she went to the door of the ward and she's shouting, "Heart attack, heart attack." All the nurses are running down. "I can't be having a heart attack. I've got a headache." And that I went on taking all my medication, doing all the things I was supposed to do. I started having all these palpitations and then found out then I got arterial fibrillation as well. So I had a couple of spells into hospital with that. One time it was all sorted out in a day and a night. It sort of settled itself down or something. They were giving me injections and medication and things like that. And then I came home and that went on being all right, taking the medication, but lots of side effects from the medication. You know, some of it would make me worse, make my heart thump more. And then sometimes I'd just be standing up and flop down on the floor. And then I had another heart attack. And that one was entirely different to the first one. I went to bed, I was fine. I wasn't sick, didn't feel ill, nothing at all. I went to bed, woke up, and that did start with the headache the same. And I woke up, this awful headache. I thought, "Oh, gee, I don't feel very well, have a drink of water." So I got the drink of water and I thought, "Oh, I feel sick now as well." So I went to the bathroom and feeling sick and heaving, and I think I must have eaten something. So I was thinking what I'd eaten, no, it wasn't that. And then I started to sweat, and then all round here started aching, all the way round. All the back of my throat started to go on fire and burn. And then all this started all round here and all down this arm. And I thought, and I thought, "Oh, I'm going to have a couple, I'll have a dose of indigestion medicine." So I went and I got myself a dose of the medicine and took that. Still had like all this terrible heartburn and starting to feel really, I'll have a couple of Panadol. That'll move my headache and make me feel, I think I've got a virus. I must make an appointment with the doctor in the morning. I've definitely got a virus from somewhere, this is what I'm thinking. Took the Panadol, back in bed again. A few minutes they were here. And she came right in and she puts all the wires all over me and everything. And I said, "Haven't got to go to hospital, have I?" She said, "You have, you're just about to blow." She said, "You're that far away, about to blow a casket." So that was the other heart attack, and entirely different, the two of them. And I wondered why I was so tired all the time. And the doctor said to me the last time he said, "Go home and go to bed and stay there for 2 days." He said, "and just rest." And I said, "Really, that's all I want to do?" He said, "You could go in hospital for a couple of days," he said, "and they'll observe for observation." I said, "Well, I may as well stay at home in my own bed." Well, if they've been newly diagnosed with it and you get all panicky about it, it's no good doing that because it makes it worse. Because the more, if I'm going anywhere and I'm rushed and looking at the time, as soon as I start to panic, then it goes to worse. So I know it's easy to say relax, and it isn't easy to relax when you're like that. But if you can, just sit quietly and sort of let yourself go and your mind go and do the deep breathing in and slowly then let it go out and let your body relax. And that's really all I can say. And also get help. If it gets too bad, get help. And don't be scared if you've got a button to press it. Think you're being a nuisance, because you're not. Because that's what I kept thinking. Oh, I can't press it. This isn't anything. I can see my doctor. Well, there's no good pressing that and bringing them all out. There's accidents and all kinds to go to. And say if they come and it's nothing. Well, don't think like that. Just press your buzzer, whatever kind you've got, and get help. You can't just stay at home and think, well, I can't do this, I can't do that. You've got to go and do something and keep your mind active. And actually, while you're doing things with the AF, I find a lot of times it seems to go away or go easier.